Hi.
Hello.
Hi, Professor William Outhwaite. It is a pleasure to have you here at Lazarski University. We just came back from listening to your speech on Brexit. It was very informative, and I just have three questions that I would like to ask you to follow up on the conference itself. I would like, just your opinion about the reformed relationship that Britain may have with the European Union, and how that relationship may evolve as we go forward.
I think it's a completely open situation. One possibility is that Brexit will not happen after all, and that the relationship will remain as problematic as it has always been. At the other extreme, an extremely hostile relationship with minimal trade links, less and less contact, less and less involvement with a increasingly isolated Britain. If it's still a Britain, it may just be in England and Wales.
So you're saying that Britain might split up?
It might easily split up.
Wow. So and we can maybe see an independent Scotland and Northern Ireland reunifying with Ireland. You're saying this is possible?
It's possible. Okay. I think Scottish independence is quite likely. Wow, in the long term.
That's incredible. And the second question that I'd like to ask you is about the rise in xenophobia. You know, in Poland, they took it quite personally. We're seeing these BBC recordings of some attacks going on in the tubes, and I'd like to know what was the contribution to the exit vote that these immigrants had on the decision that was made.
The decision was very largely, I think, driven by the mobilization of a hostility to immigration, partly recent immigration from Poland and other parts of Eastern Europe, but also from the much earlier immigration from South Asia. And people were simply lumping together those two waves of immigration as though they were the same thing.
That is a shame. Okay, thank you. And last question is, I would like you to perhaps play a foreteller in the future, and can you tell me, in your view, what will happen? What now going forward?
What will happen to Britain?
Britain and its relationship, with the rest of the world.
I think that the shock to British democracy has been very fundamental. That this was not just like an election that you could be happy or unhappy about the result. I think there's been a real kind of damage done to democratic debate in the UK, and particularly in England. And this will probably be lasting. The important issue, of course, is how much damage all of this does to the European Union and Europe as a whole. And there I think it will... You can argue it either way, that you might argue that the European Union will be better off without the dead weight of the UK slowing down the integration process. You can argue that it will cause a damaging domino effect with more and more countries wanting to have referendums and possibly even leaving. It will probably weaken European security, but it's probably less disastrous than Trump's election, because I don't think Brexit is going to cause the Third World War, whereas Trump might easily do that.
Okay, thank you very much.